Napoli fans around the world, welcome to Napoli Talk. Guys, if you are new to the channel, then subscribe if you are a Napoli fan because we talk everything related to Napoli here. This is the last game of the season coming up for us and it's make or break, guys. A win could see us finish second as well as potentially third, but a loss or even a draw in some cases could see us finish outside of the top four, and that is going to be a huge issue for Napoli. That is about 60 million euros thrown out the window, no Champions League football, and it's going to be hard to keep some of the best players and attract the new ones. So we need to get into that top four. I've done all the maths that will tell us what Napoli need to do to get there. And someone came to me and said, "Oh, word, you did all the maths?" And I said, "Word, I did all the maths." So there's 18 different combinations, 13 of which will get us into the top four. One of them actually will also get us second if we win and Atalanta and Milan draw. But if we draw or if we lose, there's 5 possible combinations where we don't get into the top four. So let's have a look at that because I know you guys want me to, even though I like to think more positively than that. Guys, so if we win, we're in the top four no matter what. But if we draw, there's 2 scenarios where we're missing out. That first one is if Atalanta and Milan draw and Juventus win. We would be tied on points with Milan for that 4th spot, but Milan have a better head-to-head against us because they beat us 3-1 in one game and then we only managed to beat them 1-0 in the other game. The other scenario is if Milan win and Juve win and we draw. They would both go ahead of us. Atalanta's already ahead of us, and so we'd be on points out of the top 4. Now, if we lose, it's not all doom and gloom because if Juventus doesn't win, we're fine. But if Juventus win, then a Napoli loss makes us go out of the top 4 because if we are ever tied on points with Milan, Milan have a better head-to-head than us, and so we would be out of the top 4. Guys, if you want the full details of all the 18 different combinations, I will put them at the end of the video. I know some of you like to look at Excel, so yeah, go have fun with that one. But guys, this game is more than just about the next 90 minutes and Champions League football next year and a bunch of other important things. It's also about Gatuso and how this could potentially be his last game for Napoli. And what's really, really strange about this is the fact that he could be leaving Napoli in complete silence, without a press conference, without fans, nothing. Just the ref blows the whistle, he stands up, says bye to the players, gets in a taxi and leaves. And that's it. That's potentially what could happen after Sunday, because he's not allowed to speak to the media. It's not been like that for the last few months. And yeah, the fans are not in the stadium, so there won't be a chance to say goodbye, which is super sad, especially if he wins, gets us into the top 4, and then is told to leave, or maybe he decides to leave. So it's a bit weird. It's definitely the first time that I think Napoli are in this situation, and yeah, it's unfortunate. I think even if he doesn't get into the top 4, it's unfortunate that we don't get a chance to hear from him. It's unfortunate that the fans don't get a chance to show their appreciation for him because, guys, say what you will about Gattuso as a coach, he is a great man. Having said that, we move on. Whatever happens next year, we are in good shape, guys. And finally, guys, obviously, this video wouldn't make any sense without me reviewing the Verona game. Now, I fully expect Verona to be prime 2002 Brazil, so it's going to be a tough game. It seems like every club we face is going to play the game of their lives, except maybe Udinese. Udinese didn't do that to us, but Cagliari certainly did, Fiorentina certainly did. I expect Verona to be just as tough as those two games. So let's keep an eye out for that, and that's where our starting 11 needs to be spot on. And I've identified 3 things that I think Gattuso should think about before we head into that game. And number 1 is playing Bakayoko in the middle, because Verona are a team that have won the most aerial duels than any club in Italy this year. That means that you need someone tall in the midfield like Bakayoko to try to win those aerial duels. And we've seen against Cagliari, we've seen against Fiorentina how good he is in the air, in corners. That could be a tremendous help for us. Number 2, Ospina in goal. Guys, I love Meret, okay? Great guy, great keeper, but we have the opportunity to play Ospina, who's great in the air. And as I said, Verona are a good team in the air. They like to whip in crosses. Maybe this is the game for Ospina. He is better at dealing with those situations than Meret. And then finally, number 3 is Lozano instead of Politano. Verona like to press high. That's going to leave lots of space for someone like Lozano to exploit with his speed. And he has good past history against Verona. Do you guys remember that super quick goal that he scored against them? So guys, that is going to be key. Getting Lozano on the ball, getting Osimhen on the ball as well, obviously. And hopefully, guys, we come away with a win, and then we don't have to even think about what Atalanta, Milan, and Juventus do. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, go ahead and smash that like button and subscribe. And guys, thank you so much for being part of Napoli Talk, and I'll catch you guys on Sunday for the final game of the season. And as always, Forza Napoli sempre.